Oh, we're live.
Welcome, everyone, to Connected on Caffeine. We're just getting started. We're going to be playing a quick video and then we will be talking with the very interesting and accomplished Cooper from Connected.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top. Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man.
Cooper, here we are.
What's happening, Julie?
What is happening? We are here today on the very first live stream of Connected on Caffeine. And we're here to talk about all things to help entrepreneurs be better at what they do. My name's Julie Riga. I am a leadership coach, trainer, and speaker. And I'm so excited to be here with Cooper today. We're going to get down into the details and what's hot right now in content development to help entrepreneurs make that next step, to help them get to the place they need to be to get the exposure they need. So with that, Cooper, tell us a little bit about Connected and what you guys do.
Yeah, so Connected is a sales enablement platform that basically from one point you get. I'll just get into content. We'll just do it that way. My name's Cooper. I have been a cinematographer for the better part of the last 6 years. And I basically, Devin's not here because he's doing something, and I'm Devin's content guy. I basically follow him around and manage the team that builds his personal brand along with Connected's video team with Kyle Razor. We run that. So I've been making content for a long time, and I'm excited to talk about content for entrepreneurs and business owners that are looking to maybe get started or have never done it before. Maybe some tools and tips I can give for them to get started.
Okay, cool. Thank you for that. And Cooper, how much time do how much time do you spend in front of the camera opposed to behind the camera?
Zero. I don't spend any time in front of the camera. I'm all behind it. I'm not a good public speaker, but hey, we're giving it a go, and that's what's important. Like I'm going to talk about, content is important. Even if you're not comfortable in front of the camera, it is important, and it shows your personality to the public that, hey, he may not be very good at it, but he at least is giving it a shot, and they may take interest in what you have to say or what you're trying to portray with your message.
I mean, and this is a really good exercise for you, honestly, to be on this side and to feel the pressure of what it's like
Yeah.
when the live button hits, because I think that's what a lot of entrepreneurs are thinking. They may not be here I am again. They may not be live all the time, but
Yeah.
they can do things to help build their brand and establish their expertise in the marketplace. So with that, tell us, what are like some of the things? Give us some ideas for entrepreneurs to just like hit the road with content creation.
Yeah, for sure. When you're starting out, or you've got a company or a small business and you want to start making content, the best tool that you have is your phone, right? Everybody has a phone nowadays. Everybody can take photo and video with your phone. See, right there, we all have a phone. So the excuses of, hey, I don't have a camera, or I don't know how to use a camera. Well, you've got a phone, you set it up, you talk about your product, you talk about your message. That's square one. That's step one. It's just doing it. Being comfortable doing it is the biggest hurdle that most entrepreneurs, most business owners can't even get themselves to do, which once they get to that point, it's like, okay, it's going to get easier as we start. So when we started with Devin, and Devin came and was like, hey, I want to start a personal brand, he was a mess. Let me tell you, you go back and watch early day Devin, it is rough. It is hard to watch compared to where he is now. And he's gotten so comfortable on camera that it's not even a, oh my gosh, I'm going to be on camera today. Like, I don't really feel like it. It's like, all right, it's time to film. We're going to film. And he's used to it. So you may be nervous. You may have some anxiety. Like right now, I've got some anxiety, but I know if I do this more, it's going to get easier. And so that's just tip number one, is just start. From square zero, start.
It's just start. And, you know, it's very easy to just do a video, but then you think about editing the video, and then you think about putting the intro to the video, and then you want to put an outro to the video, and then you want to hashtag it right. So it's not just putting up a video, it's doing all those other things. Or are you saying to them, just do the video and don't worry about all that other stuff?
I would say in the beginning, don't worry about it. It doesn't. Don't worry about the hashtags. Even if it gets like 5 views, keep it up there. It shows that you took the initiative to make that video, right? So having all that extra fluff, all that glitz and glamour of the intro, the outro, the subtitles, the text, the color, all the GIF, right? All that extra is great, and you'll get there. But to start out from square one, and that seems overwhelming. You said all that, and a business owner in the chat, it's like, holy cow, I'm supposed to know how to do all of this? No, you're not, and you never should feel that you should have that responsibility. When you do get to that point, there are sites like Fiverr or Online Jobs PH, which is like a Philippines like job work source, that you can find people that you can pay a good amount for where they live to edit those videos. And you can find high quality individuals that you can pay $5-6 to make you just send the iPhone footage, and they can edit it in a way that makes it seem a little bit more high end. And that would be step 2 to an entrepreneur. It's like low budget, just starting out, or a business that doesn't have a marketing budget per se. You can use those tools to allocate like $50 a week, and you'd be able to make daily content. So from that standpoint, it's like, what's your barrier to entry at that point? It's like, all I have to do is record an iPhone video and then upload it to like Dropbox or Google Drive, send it over, it'll come back in 2 or 3 days, and boom, you have the subtitles that's super popular on Instagram and TikTok. You have, I don't see Brad leave, but I hear a ton of dropping bombs. Thanks, Jay. Man, for my ADD, that is too much. But yeah, so as an entrepreneur, you're able to take those tools on the internet to help offset the knowledge of a videographer or cinematographer and editor with really just still with your iPhone. And then my third tip is, well, what do I talk about, right? What is the topic I need to talk about? You've got things like Chat GPT that you can be like, hey, I run a bakery, right? Top 10 bakery topics. And you'll get, like, it'll spit you out whatever you want. And you just take those and you just, boom. Okay, I like how to make a croissant, right? That might be something somebody might want. And that might have high SEO, and ChatGPT will pull that. Be like, okay, now I know my topic, but I don't know a script. All right, write me a script about how to make a croissant. Boom, there you go. Now you've got your script, you have your topic. All you have to do is film it with your iPhone, and then you can send it to an editor for $10, $5, and you spent $10 and you've got a full-fledged video basically.
Amazing. And we have a question here from Jack Hibbler, and he wants to know, where do I start if I want to do what you're doing?
Okay, so I don't have any formal college or anything like that. A little backstory, I'm 21. I started shooting and filming when I was in high school. My mom was a photographer, and she gave me one of her cameras when I went on a family vacation, fell in love with it, right? YouTube is your best resource. I like to say I have a master's from YouTube. I've probably watched hundreds and hundreds of hours of editing, of filming, of just creatives on the internet that like I have morphed into my own style. So Jack, to your question, right? You just start with the internet. It's your best tool. It's better than any textbook or professor could ever tell you, because you're able to not only go at your own pace, but you're able to like find a niche in that, because you're able to explore different people's content, and you're like, okay, I like this type of travel feel content. I don't like documentary style, like sit down interview stuff. And you're able to kind of ebb and flow in that. And then when you actually do get your first camera and you are trying to reach out to businesses, it's like, I kind of know the style I want, and I'm not just like throwing paint at the wall. That's how I'd answer that question.
You know, I'm going to share a tip that I have, and you may already know this, but I'm a big fan of Canva. Do you know about Canva?
Yeah, it's like a poor man's Photoshop.
All right. I used to do Photoshop and I exchanged it for Canva. And there's a lot of reason for that. I do all kinds of documents on it, presentations, but I figured out a way to do TikTok videos on Canva. And so, do you use TikTok? And do you use
I do.
Do you use Canva for TikTok, or you don't use it?
So we have an awesome in-house graphic designer. His name's Danny Bates, and he is a legend. So I don't have to touch Canva and I don't have to touch Photoshop, but if I did, Canva is the way to go.
Yeah.
For
TikTok videos, because you want them to be this way and not, like landscape, right? So really easy to use. I wouldn't use it to edit like a full video. I use Camtasia to edit video.
Okay.
So I am a business owner and I do this stuff myself. I don't send it out because the budget's not always there to do that, but I do understand that you can get really cheap stuff. But the way the products are designed now, items like Camtasia, it's super easy to do your editing, to do your podcast editing and things like that. So I have a question. Okay. I know that you do a lot of work with Devin Johnson and you guys are always filming. And I know also we did a podcast with Devin. I did one. He was on Ingredients for Success. And I heard you guys talk about how many different pieces of content you'll get out of that podcast. Tell us about that. Like, what could a business owner do with one podcast?
Yeah, so let's just take the average podcast of like 40, 45 minutes, right? A good podcast, you can get anywhere from 10 to 15 decent reels usually, which is a sub 1 minute. You have a question that's been asked, or like you jump in mid-sentence that still makes sense, and then you're able to get the audience to an executable, right? You're able to get to the end within a minute. Now, some podcasts are a little bit long-winded than others. So what we do with Devin's podcast that he's on is basically we record the whole podcast. I color grade it, and then I send it off to the team of editors. Sometimes I'll edit myself. And then they're really good about picking out those nuggets, those gems, those things that, hey, this is something that if someone's scrolling Instagram and they've been on there for an hour, this will get them to stop, right? That's the whole thought process that you need to be thinking of when you're creating content is, how am I going to get somebody that's been on Instagram who's inundated to be like, okay, I'm going to stop and watch this video.
Yeah.
Especially on TikTok, you kind of see a 30-second threshold that can be lower than Instagram. A lot of times TikTok, you'll have a faster scroll rate, and I think that comes from the demographic of TikTok is a little younger than Instagram. Historically, I think that's going to get muddied a little bit more, but
I don't know. Well,
historically,
I'm watching TikTok now, so I'm an old person, and we are watching TikTok. So that I don't know, it might have changed. We have some very interesting questions here from our audience. We are live. So let's talk about equipment. Do we need expensive equipment to go viral?
No, like I said, I mean, I've got 15 grand worth of camera equipment in my bag. It doesn't matter. An iPhone video. I mean, you scroll TikTok, you scroll Instagram. Most of those videos are iPhone
Yeah.
videos, right? So it's like you get the funny sounds, the funny people like doing stupid stuff. It's like, I'm not saying to do stupid stuff for your brand, for a business. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is it is possible, right? It is possible to go viral with iPhone footage. Yeah, no, that basically answers that question.
Yeah, I mean, they made this iPhone the Max, right? I don't know what number this is, but they made it specifically for content creators. I mean, the video quality is incredible on the iPhone. I
Oh, for sure.
sometimes
If you
I was
go
just gonna
ahead.
say, sometimes I plug in like a microphone in here because I don't think the audio is always as good, but I definitely think the video quality is really good.
So I'm gonna say this, but I'm not following it right now. Audio, when it comes to video, you can have really shitty video and good audio, and people will watch it. So like if you've got like 720p footage, but you've got somebody in a really crispy microphone narrating it, you'll have more viewership, right? But if you have somebody that sounds like they're talking through a garbage truck, or like one of those like kids bot mics, and have like 4K great drone footage of like Alaska, no one's gonna watch it.
Yeah. I really
Audio
enjoy
is
it's so important.
super important.
Yeah. I have my Shure SM7B. This one, it just goes right into my computer. And a lot of us podcasters are using this microphone, and it's about $250. And we keep it on an arm. That's what I was told to do. That was the best.
Yeah. And then for like mobile setup that people want to do like on their phone, there's the Rode video mics, the micros, the little guys. They're like
Oh, yeah.
lavaliers that
Yeah.
can plug straight into your phone, which are awesome for like interview style, or like let's go back to the example of the bakery, right? The croissant video, and you've got it set up on a tripod, and you can be laved up, right? And so you're able
Yeah.
to give crisp, clean direction with the good iPhone footage.
Very cool. Well, what's next for you, Cooper? We're going to get closing this live stream in a few minutes. And I want to know, what's your next career move or big thing that you want to accomplish in your career?
Yeah, my goal is to make Devin Johnson famous. So like famous to the point that like he's Grant Cardone or a Gary Vee. That's my goal because I bought into it. It's kind of been I mean, it's not me, but it's my baby. Like from day one, it's been mine. So I really want to see that go to the moon. And I also want to see the podcast that launches in March called No Title Necessary. I want to see that be a really awesome platform for people to talk about real struggle, real problems, and how they got through them. Those are my two big pillars. And then outside of work, this year my goal is to climb a 14er, which is a 14,000 foot mountain, and that's scheduled in 6 months. So those are my goals.
That's awesome. Hey, look, Devin Johnson, you just mentioned his name, and there he is. No Title Necessary. Wait for it. Tell us a little bit about that. When's it coming out, and what should we be looking for?
Yeah, so it'll be a social blast here towards the end of February. Those socials will be popping with short form content, and then on March 15th is the launch. You'll have 5 episodes roll out at once, and then once a week. We're thinking Wednesday will be the launch of a new episode. So this will be audio and video. So on YouTube, you have a full video version, and then on all your favorite podcasting platforms, there will be an audio version.
That sounds amazing. I can't wait to hear it.
I'm pumped.
Wait to hear it.
We're 5 in, and I am pumped.
Okay. Wow. I'm excited. And maybe someday I will be granted the guest spot on the podcast.
Hey, the only rule is it has to be in person. So.
Oh, I have to be there. Okay.
Yep.
How to make that happen. Listen, Cooper, this has been the most amazing time learning all about content creation, about how entrepreneurs can get up and running, get ready to rock it, get ready to become famous in their own space. And I think you are doing an amazing job. It's so great to see what you and Devin are doing and the whole team at Connected. And I'm just so excited to be part of this broadcast. And I look forward to the next one. When's our next one, Cooper?
Next Wednesday at 3 Eastern.
Guys, you don't want to miss next Wednesday. We're going to bring something even better than this. So stay tuned, be well, and have an amazing day. Thanks, everybody.
I am sweating bullets.